You're about to drop over 500 bucks on a tool that you're trusting with your life. And most reviews are only giving you half the story. Making the wrong call between the Glock 43X, the P365, and the Hellcat Pro could be a huge mistake. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the surprising strength and deal-breaking weaknesses you need to know before you open your wallet. We'll break down what makes each of these pistols tick, where they stumble, and the single biggest mistake you can make when choosing a carry gun. And trust me, it's not what you think. For this showdown, we've got the three titans of the micro compact world. First, the Glock 43X. It's the benchmark, the standard, old, reliable. Next, the game changer, the Sig P365. This is the gun that turned the market on its head with its insane capacity in a tiny frame. And finally, the challenger, the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. It showed up to the party ready to fight, packed with features and capacity that scream top dog. These three dominate the sales charts for a reason, but they are not the same. Let's head inside and find out what the spec sheets won't tell you.
It's starting!
Let's start with the Glock 43.
Wow, a brand new Glock!
Carry gun world has a Honda Civic. This is it. And that's not a knock. It's a testament to its rock solid, almost boring reliability. Glocks just work. They'll eat just about any ammo. They're incredibly simple and a breeze to clean. The 43X combines the slim slide of the original G43 with a larger frame, letting most people get that full grip the 43 was missing. This grip was a big deal. It turned the 43's 6-round magazine into a 10-round viable defensive carry. The feel is classic Glock, bit blocky, with a grip angle that people either love instantly or learn to love. On the range, it's a bit snappier than its rival, but it's a predictable and easy to control snap. With just a little focus on grip strength and mechanics, it makes it quite manageable. Its greatest strength is its simplicity. No bells and whistles, just a tool built to go bang every single time.
I don't need anything that fancy.
It's a fantastic foundation for any shooter. So what's the hidden flaw? First, what you don't get in the box. Standard model comes with Glock's infamous plastic sights, and they're functional, but that's about it. They are a mandatory upgrade for a serious defensive pistol. Want to mount a red dot? You'll need an MOS version. And even then, its mounting pattern is limited to the Shield RMSC footprint without an adapter. Then you have the Glock trigger lottery, where two identical guns can feel worlds apart. Some are crisp, clean reset, others are mushy and heavy. Some owners have also reported issues with the trigger failing to reset at all, which is a critical failure. But here's the 43X surprising. It's a blank canvas, the biggest aftermarket support system on earth. That trigger you don't like, there are a dozen amazing replacements.
You got so many options, man.
Those plastic sights, ditch them. But the real magic comes from companies like Radian Weapons. Their aftermarket barrel and 2-chamber compensator juice the 43X to have the recoil impulse of a much heavier, full-sized firearm. Now, you do have to shell out a few extra bucks, but it completely transforms the gun. A stock 43X is a solid, if unexciting choice. A fully upgraded 43X, one of the best carry packages money can buy. Next up, the Sig P365. When this pistol dropped, it wasn't a launch, it was an earthquake. It completely redefined what a micro compact could be, cramming 10 rounds into a gun smaller than anything else out there. Since then, the P365 lineup has exploded into a fully modular system. The secret sauce for this is the Fire Control Unit, or FCU. This is the serialized part, the legal gun. The frame, slide, and barrel are just parts you can swap out like Legos. You can build a tiny P365 for deep concealment, a P365X, a longer P365XL, or the compensated high-capacity X Macro. Take on that duty pistol-like role. It's like having 4 guns in one. Ergonomically, the P365 gets a lot of love. The grip is more contoured than the Glock, fitting a wider range of hands. Most models ship with excellent X-Ray 3 day-night sights, blowing Glock's plastic placeholders out of the water. At the range, the P365 is known for having a softer recoil than its competitors, making it a surprisingly pleasant gun to shoot.
Sounds really pleasant.
The trigger has a light take-up to a rolling break that many find smooth, though others call it a bit spongy. So what's the catch? Like most SIG, early 365s were known for teething, like broken firing pins and striker drag. While SIG has ironed most of these kinks out in newer generation, you'll still see reports pop up. Some users have also had trouble with the tritium vials in the night sights dying or falling out. Another potential hiccup is the slide failing to go fully into battery, which can be caused by a dirty gun or a weak recoil spring. And while the modularity is its superpower, it can get a bit pricey if you start collecting different frames and slides. But the P365's surprising strength is that unmatched versatility. No other gun on this list so easily morphed to fit a new role. You can buy one gun and have it serve as a pocket rocket one day and a duty style powerhouse the next. The aftermarket support is exploding, and you aren't just buying a pistol. You're buying into an entire ecosystem that grows with you. For the person who wants one gun that can be anything, the P365 is almost impossible to beat. Finally, we have the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro.
She's a Hellcat. That right.
If the Glock is the reliable workhorse and the Sig is the modular transformer, the Hellcat Pro is the champion out of the box. Springfield came to play, packing the Pro with features you have to pay extra for the other two. It comes standard with a 15-in-1 capacity, an optics-ready slide, and a fantastic U-dot sight with a tritium front dot. Ergonomically, the Hellcat Pro finds a nice middle ground. The grip feels fantastic with an adaptive grip texture that locks into your hand without being painfully aggressive. For a lot of people, the feel and balance are perfect the second they pick it up. On the range, the trigger has a distinct wall and a crisp break with a solid short reset. It's a bit heavier than the Sig, but many shooters prefer that tactile feel. The Hellcat Pro's value is off the charts. It's a complete package that is ready for action from day one, but it's not perfect. While that trigger break is crisp, you might find that the initial take-up is a little long and heavy. There were also reports on early Hellcat models of a trigger issue where a little bit of side pressure could cause it to lock up. Though this reportedly has been addressed, practicing good trigger mechanics is recommended. And while 15 rounds is awesome, the magazine springs are notoriously stiff, making those last few rounds a real thumb buster. Some users also report failure to feed issues with certain ammo types and when the mags are a little dirty. The Hellcat Pro's surprising strength is its raw out-of-the-box value. You get a slim, high-capacity pistol, an optics cut, a rail for a light, and great sights without spending another cent. The Glock makes you hunt down the MOS version and buy new sights. Sig makes you level up to a pricier X-Mac model for similar capacity. But the Hellcat Pro gives it all to you. It's a turnkey solution. For the person who doesn't want to tinker and wants the most complete defensive package for their money, the Hellcat Pro is an undeniable beast.
Sold!
So, after all that, what is the single biggest mistake you can make? Picking Glock over the Sig? The Hellcat over the Glock? Nope. The biggest mistake is choosing any of these guns because of a spec sheet, a YouTube video, or because your favorite influencer carries one. The real flaw isn't the gun. It's in how people choose guns. Go down to your local gun store and get one of these in your hand. How a gun feels is deeply personal. A grip that I think is perfect might feel awful. A trigger I find crisp, you might find heavy. You just won't know until you hold it. The second part of that mistake is not shooting. A gun that looks great on paper might have a recoil impulse that you just can't stand. You won't know if you prefer the feel of one over the other until you actually fire. And the final, most crucial there is forgetting the gun is just one piece of the puzzle. You have to budget for a quality holster, a good light if that's the plan you're on, and most importantly, training and ammo. Buying a top tier pistol and shoving it in a cheap flimsy holster is asking for trouble. Buying a gun and never training with it is even worse. Your skill is what makes the difference, not the logo on the slide. So which one should you buy? If you love to tinker and value ultimate reliability and the world's largest aftermarket, the Glock 43X is your perfect canvas. If you want a versatile modular system that can adapt to any carry need you'll ever have, the P365 family is the obvious choice. And if you want the absolute most bang for your buck right out of the box, Springfield Hellcat Pro is tough to argue with. All three are fantastic, reliable guns, but you need to go to a store, hold them. If you can, rent them at the range. See which one feels like it was made for you. That's the one you'll shoot better, carry more often, and trust your life with. If this video helped you cut through the noise and focus on what really matters, let us know by hitting the subscribe button. We're here to give you an honest analysis that can be hard to find sometimes. Drop a comment below. Tell us which one you're leaning toward and why. Thanks for checking out Vantage Point FTC, and as always, stay safe, train hard.